echoes of the dawn's embrace. I, the veil of dusk. In the pre-dawn stillness, the world was a tapestry of soft whispers and shadows Maeve. Wrapped in a shawl worn thin by years of devotion, walked the path to the hidden temple, a sanctuary cradled within the ancient, brooding trees of the mistwood. The ground beneath her feet was cool and familiar, a guiding presence that reassured her with each step. Maeve's eyes, two milky orbs against the palette of her weathered face, had not known sight since childhood, yet her heart saw deeply, painted with the colors of memory and spirit. The morning mist clung to her skin, delicate as a lover's caress, as she reached the threshold of the temple. Beneath the canopy where the whispering breezes carried secrets of the ancients,
she sought solace and connection.
The temple, known only to a few pilgrims and those lost to time, held the promise of renewal and forgiveness. Maeve knelt on the stone floor, her movements reverent, as if touching the hem of the divine itself. She clasped her hands in a prayer that began not with words, but with the silent yearning of her soul. It was a familiar ritual, one that echoed through the corridors of her solitude, a balm for the wounds of loss that marked her heart. A faint breeze stirred the air, carrying with it the scent of earth and cedar. Maeve inhaled deeply, the aroma binding her to the earth and sky, to the pulse of life beating quietly around her. Her voice rose, tremulous as the first notes of a songbird at dawn, seeking grace in the murmured confessions of her heart.
Great Spirit, she began, her voice a prayer in itself. Forgive me for the bitterness I have harbored, for the days when the shadow swallowed my spirit whole,
leaving me adrift in grief.
The temple,
a silent witness to her lament, seemed to breathe with her.
It was as
though the stones themselves understood, their ancient energy a soothing balm against her pain. Whispered legends spoke of this place as a conduit, where the whispers of the divine could be heard by those willing to listen with their hearts.
In the hush there May felt a shift,
a presence unfurling like the petals of a dawn-blooming flower.
It was subtle, a warmth that began at her fingertips and flowed gently to her core.
She bowed her head, tears tracing paths down her cheeks, each droplet a prayer of its own.
A divine encounter by those willing to listen their heart.
In the hushed air, Maeve felt a shift, a presence unfurling like the petals of a dawn-blooming flower. It was subtle, a warmth that began at her fingertips and flowed gently to her core. She bowed her head, tears tracing paths down her cheeks, each droplet a prayer of its own. As the first light of dawn spilled across the forest floor, Maeve's senses opened to a current of sound, a whisper threading through the veil of her solitude. The voice, faint and ethereal, seemed to emerge from the very stones of the temple. It spoke not in words, but in an understanding that transcended language. Maeve, it whispered, a melody weaving through her spirit, comforting and eternal. You are seen, your heart beats with the strength of ancient trees, and your spirit dances with the light of new beginnings.
Maeve gasped softly, her hands trembling in awe. In that instant, the weight of her grief lifted, replaced by a profound lightness.
As if she had been cradled in the arms of the universe itself. Through the mist of her tears, she sensed the presence enveloping her, a gentle tide that washed her soul clean.
In the stillness that followed, Maeve understood the gift she had been given.
Not sight for her eyes, but a vision for her heart. She felt at one with the world, her spirit woven anew into the fabric of all that is and all that could be. The sun broke free from the horizon, its golden rays piercing through the canopy, igniting the mist with tendrils of light. Each beam seemed to whisper to Maeve a sacred vow that the cycle of darkness and light would continue, ever turning, ever renewing.
Maeve rose, her soul anchored in hope, her heart a vessel of serenity. She lingered for a moment longer, feeling Dantum's embrace, before turning to leave. Her steps were light, as though the earth itself buoyed her onward.
As Maeve moved through the forest, the world became an echo of the divine voice, a chorus of bird song, the rustle of leaves in the morning breeze, the distant murmur of a stream. It was all a reminder that she, like the dawn, was part of a greater whole.
She emerged from the labyrinth of trees into the full embrace of day.
The warmth of the sun a blessing upon her skin. Maeve carried with her a newfound resolve, a gentle yet unyielding reminder of her place within the world. In the quiet of her heart, she knew that forgiveness had been granted, not just from the heavens, but from herself. And with each step forward, she welcomed the dawn, renewed and hopeful, ready to embrace whatever came with the light of each new morning.